Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is e-commercewali. I am student Rehan Ai Teacher Training Institute by 21. Today I am ask some question from ChatGPT. Hello,
Hey there, great to have you here. What's on your mind today?
I have some question.
Of course. Feel free to ask me anything. I'm here to help. What are you curious about?
Okay, thank you. What is creative think?
Creative thinking is really about approaching problems or ideas in new, unconventional ways. It's about connecting the dots between things that don't obviously go together. And it often involves imagination, curiosity, and flexibility. Does that sound like what you were thinking of, or is there a particular aspect you were wondering about?
Okay. Why is creative think important?
Yeah, it's super important because it lets us break out of old patterns. When you think creatively, you come up with fresh solutions, you can innovate, and you often discover new opportunities that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. Plus, it makes problem solving a lot more fun and adaptive.
Okay. What is a problem?
Good question. A problem is basically a situation or a challenge that needs a solution. It could be something simple, like figuring out what to have for dinner, or something really complex, like a global economic problem. Essentially, it's just an obstacle that needs some kind of resolution.
Okay. How do you understand a problem?
Yeah, so understanding a problem really means breaking it down. You look at all the parts, what's happening, who's affected, what constraints you have. You try to ask questions to get to the root cause, not just the symptoms. And the clearer you understand it, the better your solution can be.
Okay. What is the first step to solve a problem?
The first step is really defining the problem clearly. So you need to get super specific. What exactly is happening? What's the scope? And what are you really trying to achieve? Once you have that clarity, you can move on to brainstorming solutions.
Okay. How can asking question help in solving problem?
Yeah, asking the right questions is really powerful. It helps you dig deeper into the assumptions you might be making, reveals hidden factors, and often points you toward angles you hadn't considered. So, a good question basically shines a light on the next step.
Okay. How can brainstorm help general ideas?
Yeah, so brainstorming is awesome because it lets you suspend judgment and just get all the possibilities out on the table. You can riff on each other's ideas, combine them in unexpected ways, and sometimes the best solutions come out of those wild, free flowing moments.
Okay. What is a creative idea?
A creative idea is basically a novel concept or a fresh perspective that solves a problem or expresses something in a new way. It's that spark that breaks the mold, whether it's a product, a piece of art, or a way of thinking. It's about originality and value.
Okay. How can you think of new ideas?
Ooh, great question. You can spark new ideas by exposing yourself to different perspectives, read widely, explore other industries, or even just change your environment. And then give yourself space to daydream or play with things. Often those unexpected combinations come when you let your mind wander.
Okay. Why should we look at problem from different angles?
Yeah, looking at a problem from different angles is super helpful because it prevents you from getting stuck in a single mindset. You might uncover hidden causes or see opportunities you missed, and it just broadens your thinking so you don't miss a simpler or more effective solution.
Okay. What is a simple way to solve a difficult problem?
A simple way is to break it down into smaller steps. Instead of trying to tackle the whole thing at once, isolate one piece at a time. Then focus on solving that mini step, and once you do, you keep moving forward. It makes big problems feel a lot more manageable.
Okay. What is simple? How can teamwork help in problem solve?
Yeah, teamwork is huge. When you work with others, you bring in different skills, perspectives, and ideas. People can catch mistakes, spark new directions, and keep each other focused. Basically, it's like having a whole toolbox of different strengths working together.
Okay. What should you do if your first idea does not work?
That happens all the time. If your first idea doesn't work, don't get discouraged. Take a step back, analyze what went wrong, and then tweak or try a new approach. Each failure is just a stepping stone toward a solution.
Okay. Why is it important to stay calm when solving problem?
Yeah, staying calm is really crucial because it keeps you clear headed. When you're calm, you can think more logically, avoid rash decisions, and stay focused on the steps you need to take. Plus, it helps you bounce back from setbacks without spiraling.
What are critical things? Critical things.
Critical thinking is all about analyzing and evaluating information objectively. So instead of just accepting things at face value, you ask deeper questions, consider alternative viewpoints, and weigh the evidence. It helps you make better, more informed decisions.
How is critical thinking different from critical thinking?
Good catch. So I think you mean critical thinking versus just regular thinking. Critical thinking is more deliberate and analytical. You're questioning assumptions, looking for biases, and really testing the evidence, while regular thinking might just be more automatic or surface level.
Okay. How can drawing or writing ideas help you think better?
Oh, definitely. When you draw or write ideas, you slow down and give your thoughts a shape. It lets you see connections you might miss in just your head. Plus, it frees up creativity. You might stumble on new insights or patterns once it's down on paper or on a canvas.
Okay. Can mistake help you learn how?
Absolutely. Mistakes are really valuable because they show you what doesn't work and they give you a chance to adjust your approach. Each time you make a mistake, you gain a little more clarity. So over time, you get better and more resilient.
Okay. Okay. How can you improve your critical thinking skills?
Yeah, a great way is to regularly expose yourself to new experiences. Try new hobbies, read outside your usual genres, and deliberately ask what if questions. And don't forget to practice. Just like a muscle, the more you stretch it, the stronger it gets.
Okay. Why is it important to try new things?
Yeah, trying new things is so important because it pushes you out of your comfort zone. You discover hidden interests, build new skills, and you get more adaptable. Plus, it just keeps life interesting, right?
How can observing others help you solve problems?
Yeah, observing others is really powerful because you get to see different approaches and strategies in action. You can learn from their successes, but also their mistakes, and it might spark ideas you wouldn't have thought of on your own.
Okay. What is a real life examples of problem solving?
Yeah, a classic example is how a city might address traffic congestion. So, a city notices a traffic problem, and they might test solutions like adding more public transit, adjusting traffic signals, or creating bike lanes. Over time, they gather data, adjust, and eventually reduce congestion. It's a step by step real world solution process.
Okay. How can technology help in solving problem?
Oh, technology is a game changer. It can automate tedious tasks, analyze huge amounts of data, and connect people across the globe. So, whether it's using AI to diagnose medical issues or leveraging apps to coordinate teams, it gives us superpowers to tackle complex problems.
Okay. What is decision making?
Yeah, decision making is basically choosing the best course of action from different options. It involves weighing the pros and cons, considering potential outcomes, and often balancing intuition with logic. In short, it's the process of making a choice that moves you closer to your goals.
Okay. How do you choose that best solution?
Yeah, choosing the best solution usually involves gathering all the info, clarifying your criteria, like what matters most, and then comparing options against those criteria. You can also test or prototype if possible and go with the option that best aligns with your goals and values.
Okay. What should you do after solving a problem?
Yeah, after you solve a problem, it's really important to reflect on the process. Think about what worked, what didn't, and what you learned. That way, you can apply those insights next time and maybe even improve how you tackle future challenges.
How can you learn from your past problems?
Yeah, you learn by reviewing what happened, identify the key decisions you made, see what outcomes followed, and ask yourself why. You can keep a journal or a simple log so you spot patterns over time, and that reflection helps you adjust and grow.
Okay. Why should you never give up when facing a problem?
Yeah, that's so important because every problem is an opportunity to grow. When you keep going, even after setbacks, you build resilience, and often you discover a solution you wouldn't have found if you just stopped. So persistence really pays off.
How do you choose the best solution?
So to choose the best solution, you want to weigh your options against your goals and criteria. Think about the long term impact, feasibility, and risks. And if you can, get some feedback from others. Sometimes that outside perspective can help you see the best path forward.
Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.